lives. But the issue is hearing they didn't hear and seeing they didn't see. Jesus was right there in front of them, and they didn't believe that that's who he was. The sinner, this woman who had many sins, whatever they may have been, and yet she believed. She believed that he was the Messiah, that he was Jesus, and that he could forgive her sins. And she humbly came to him and washed his feet with her tears and dried them with her hair. And it took a lot of humility to humble yourself, to wash his feet. And it took boldness, because during that culture, she knew that the Pharisees were going to judge her. And right in front of her, I mean, they put her on trial in front of the Lord, as though they were hoping that he would condemn her. And, he's pointing out to them, look, her faith is what is drawn her to me, and yet you can't see it because you're so caught up in the law and keeping the rules and being self-righteous and religious. But yet this woman has true humility. And then we see God's response to her, and he's telling her, your sins are forgiven you. And the compassion and the gentleness and the kindness that he was showing her is almost palpable. And, he was her defense. He didn't condone her sins, whatever they were, but he could forgive her sins. And he wasn't focused on that, on her sinful state, even though he forgave her. It was more about the humility and the faith that she had shown him. And, it was a reflection of her heart before God. And, this is a good lesson for us that, if we humble ourselves before God under his almighty hand, that he will lift you up. Be bold for his name's sake. Doesn't matter how people view you or what they see your life to be. We live for an audience of one.